Ananias and Sapphira. The price of a lie. Bible text to read. Acts 5 verse 1 to 11. In the early days of the church, after Jesus had risen and gone back to heaven, the believers lived together in unity. They shared everything they had so that no one would lack. Many sold their land and houses and laid the money at the apostles' feet to be used for the work of God and to help the poor. One man named Barnabas sold a field and gave all the money to the apostles. His act of love and honesty brought encouragement to everyone. But then a couple named Ananias and Sapphira had a different plan. They also sold a piece of land, but instead of bringing all the money, they secretly agreed to keep some for themselves. Ananias brought part of the money and laid it at the apostles' feet, pretending it was the full amount. Peter, filled with the Holy Spirit, looked at him and said,
Ananias, why has Satan filled your heart to lie to the Holy Spirit and keep back part of the price of the land? Was it not your own before you sold it? Why would you lie not to man, but to God?
At that very moment, Ananias fell down and died. Great fear came upon everyone who heard it. Young men carried him out and buried him. About 3 hours later, his wife Sapphira came in, not knowing what had happened. Peter asked her,
Tell me, Sapphira, did you sell the land for this much?
She replied,
Yes, for that amount.
Peter said,
How is it that you agreed together to test the Spirit of the Lord? Look, the men who buried your husband are at the door, and they will carry you out also.
Immediately, Sapphira fell down at Peter's feet and died. The young men came in, found her dead, and buried her beside her husband. This event shook the whole church. Everyone saw how serious it is to lie and pretend before God. The story of Ananias and Sapphira reminds us that God sees our hearts. We cannot deceive Him. He wants honesty, not pretense. He desires truth in our actions and words. Lesson: always walk in truth. Be faithful in what you say and do, because God values honesty more than appearances.